Hi guys. Okay, so I made a new VTuber. I don't know if that's obvious. It's pretty bad. The movement is pretty bad. I made the model like just kind of randomly, and I thought I knew how to separate it, but that is most definitely not the case. So I really want to go back and like fix it, but I spent so long working on this that I just really don't want to work on it anymore. Even if it looks absolutely terrible. We're just gonna roll with it because I just really don't want to make myself cry. You know, I feel like making yourself cry is probably like a good goal for pretty much everyone. So yeah. What are we doing? What are we doing today? Today, I am gonna be drawing some stuff and things, and sorry, I'm like blanking. We're gonna be sketching and just drawing because I'm having a pretty bad art block. I mean, not a really block, I guess, more like a breakdown. Yeah, I don't know what I want anymore. So we're just gonna ignore, and continue pushing forward and pretend like it's not happening. So in the spirit of that, we're going to be drawing some Persona people. I don't know. I'm really bad at sketching, and that's usually why I don't like, I don't ever show it. So this is gonna be a trip for all of us to go on together while I sketch terribly. And probably come out with something that's not very good looking. Because, you know, that's how it is. So this girl's like kind of sexy, you know? She's like... I don't know. So like the way you make things sexy is you add a lot of like S-curves, you know? But I think for this one I'm just gonna kind of have her shoulders. She's got like a little demure face. She's like pushing her boobies together. Is that hot? Boobies? You know? Boobies? I guess let's talk about some things that have happened since like the last time. Other than I made this. But this is VTuber or 2D PNG VTuber was honestly, I feel like a product of a fever dream. But it looks really good and I really like it. So, you know, I got some use out of it, but ever since I finished it, it's just kind of been really rough in general. I think the boob should be in front, actually. Like, I know it's not making the thing that spiraled me into this art depression, but it definitely didn't help my art depression at all. So I'm just gonna blame it on this instead of like facing my own problems. Let's get some like perspective, I guess, going on here. This looks bad, but We're moving. I think the problem is, so they have this shoulder up, so this should be up, and this is down, so this should be down. And then there we go. It looked better until I looked up at my screen. It looks so bad. Okay. Alright, so now we like actually put in some structure to this, I think. Or we attempt to, because I am, again, very bad at sketching, actually. I don't think it's like that, actually. The torso box, I think it's like this, but... So this doesn't have a lot of perspective on it, but... No, that looks wrong. Ugh. Alright, I think it's a little bit too big, so we can fix that. Honestly, listening to this makes me want to play Nier so bad. Ugh. I hope there's a new game soon. I don't really know if there is, but... It makes me wish there was... This looks so bad! Oh my god! Ugh. All of my sketches look so bad. I think... Alright, there's quite a few problems with this. One is this area needs to be... Because we have this is overlapping this, which is overlapping the ribs, which are like here. So then the boob is sitting on the ribs. So that is what they do. And then I think this arm is just honestly, I so hate drawing arms. They're I think the hardest thing to draw ever. And that that's just how it is. If I could just draw no arm characters for like the rest of my life, I think I might just be okay with that. You know? I think it might just be worth it to just not draw them. Ever. Let me see if I have anybody else who I have here that has an arm similar to that. So I can just look at it. Kind of like this, I guess. But her arm is like up. Should we do like that? I don't like that. I also think can come in here. Fix this. Ooh, okay. Do we have her holding something? I don't know. Let's move on. Try something different. It's usually my process is I try something and then when it looks bad I just keep sketching something similar. Maybe she's like touching her mask, you know? Like trying to be kind of sexy about it. Also, we have like battle music and I'm just I feel like I'm in this really intense battle. But I'm not. I'm just drawing. It's okay. Oh, here we go. Let me move this over here so I can actually change the music. Let's get some DMCA lo-fi and boom. Alright. Are those, I feel like those are better vibes. What do you guys think? Are those better vibes? I think they're better. Anyway, let's have her like holding her mask thingy. She has her leg out a lot, like she's always showing the leg. So maybe we include that. She's also always like kind of tilted. Which I mean, same, to be honest. So she's like touching her mask here. Maybe she's like kind of taking it off, you know? I don't really know. But we're just gonna say that's what she's doing. Maybe this one she has like resting on her. She's got it like sexy on her leg, you know? that little butt thingy. You know, like the cheeks up. You cheeked up on a Monday. Okay. I feel like we're getting somewhere with this one. There's the other one. It's a bit directionless. You know, we didn't really have a direction, but now we have a direction that I think is pretty good. Oh, I need a new layer. There we go. Anyway, so I was drawing a lot last year, and it just, I don't know, I had a crisis, honestly, and like, I don't know what caused it, but I just hated the way I was drawing it. It just kind of like suddenly stopped bringing me joy. It felt like something I was doing, which I'm not saying it's not something I don't just do for money, but it just felt like I was just doing it, you know. And there was like kind of like no skill involved, I guess, because I was just kind of like pumping out these drawings. And it honestly made me, I don't know, kind of sad. Because when I first started, all I was drawing was anime art, and all of a sudden it just like became, I was like basically tracing, you know, and there wasn't any like feelings, you know, like when I look at certain people who draw, it's like you forget that it's NSFW until you like look at it, because it's just so beautiful, you know. And honestly, that's what I want. I want beauty and NSFW, not just look at me, I can draw sexy boobs, you know. Yeah, let's cock the eyebrow a bit. Give her a little bit of a sexy expression, you know? Let me go to my references here. She's always got like a kind of a cute but like coy expression. I feel like that's the expression I'm like actually good at, so maybe it works out for the best. But yeah, I don't know, I was feeling a little bit unfulfilled. And now that I've like been drawing like this and like studying from other people and doing all of the things, I just can't draw in my old style anymore. So I feel this pressure that's like, okay, so you can't go back. I literally cannot go back. So whatever I'm doing right now, I have to be able to complete it by the 16th. Because that's when I like, you know, return officially to my Patreon and all that stuff. I start doing my monthly sets again and everything. So it's like, oh shit, man, like the 16th isn't that far away and I still have no idea what the fuck I'm doing. So it's pretty crazy, honestly. I'm really afraid, but you know, I built my Patreon and my stuff up before, so if I have to do that again, I know that I can do it, but it's just so much work. I really don't want to do it. So basically I didn't follow my own advice and the advice of others, and now I'm suffering. That's the TLDR. And I feel like I'm a lumpless creativeless hack who can't do anything. Which is, I know it's not the case, but that's what I feel like for sure. I'm all washed up. Alright, just gonna move on from that. I don't like the face, but it's a good base, I think. I think it's good enough for doing this. But I'm just honestly so afraid because I did this like whole thing, you know, to try to get better so that I could continue to grow my Patreon and my art following. But now it's like I feel like I'm in a worse place than when I started, you know? Like if I had just kept going, at least I wouldn't be feeling like a washed up piece of garbage. Like earlier today, when I was at work, I actually finished my drawing for the Clip Studio Paint contest, and that also threw me. And now I'm just like, I don't even know if I should submit this because it honestly kind of looks like trash, like boo-boo garbage. And I used to feel like this before, you know, and then feeling like this would actually make me quit. You know, like stop drawing. It's like obviously you don't want to draw when you feel like all you're doing is boo-boo garbage. But I'm trying to work through it. But I am failing a little. Can't say that all days are good days, that's for sure. So a lot of days I just want to like quit. Because at least when I was drawing like the kind of just popped out stuff, it was like, you know, it was just something I did. It wasn't really, there's no thought, there's no real effort. Well, there's obviously effort, but you know, like I did the same process for everything, and I didn't really try to experiment but like a few times throughout last year. So I was like, oh, if I experiment, then it'll like drive away my audience, you know? But I even now I still have that fear, to be honest, that like, oh my god, people are like, okay, she's gonna come back on the 16th, you know? And then I come back and they hate everything. And they're like, I'm not supporting this fucking anime loser. So, you know, artist stuff. I feel like a lot of artists don't talk about this, to be honest. And I think it feels pretty good. I think more people should talk about it. Especially established artists, you know? I think the only other artist that I can like think of off the top of my head that kind of talked about something similar was Bailey J whenever she like was changing up her stuff, like right before she opened her shop. So, you know, maybe that's what happened to me. I'll open up my shop and everything will actually be fine. Or everything could be horrible and my friends disowned me, my parents disowned me, and I just continue living as a sad person for forever. Knowing that I could have won, but I just couldn't push through. Is this the right hand? No. Oh, oof, I accidentally drew the wrong hand. I went into autopilot for a second. There. Because the thumb is actually back here. So this is the index finger. At least I can say that I have like 4 hand poses that I can draw. Yeah, so it's like I'm at least better than an AI. You know, I at least have some marketability there. Just draw hands for forever. Though this hand is like not looking good. This one came out like shockingly kind of okay. This one is just wow. That's the ugly brother. The ugly twin. And this is the one I need to look good. Alright, I might have to look up some reference because this looks so bad. So what is she doing with her hand? She's touching the mask. Or she will be touching the mask. What does that look like when you touch a mask? Aw, thank you. Okay, that's such a sweet message. Yeah. It's really hard. It's honestly so hard. And then I don't know if anybody else like can relate to this. Oh, it's okay. Thank you for lurking. It honestly means a lot. But I don't know if like probably you can, right? But like my whole life there's like this whole stereotype of like the starving artist, right? And so when I was a kid, my parents like half-ass supported me. So they were always like, okay, yeah, you can draw and be an artist, but like you have to be like super highly palatable and you need to have like your own unique thing. Like you have to be a Pablo Picasso. You can't just like draw anime, you know? And so I also have this fear that like, oh, if I go back to drawing anime, everyone's gonna hate me because I'm not unique. But it's like, no, that's not what makes it. You know, I on my Twitter, I follow like hundreds of artists who draw anime, and like they're all very different. So it's okay to be a joiner. But that's such a sweet message, honestly. I should pen that. That's going somewhere. I'm gonna hang that up next to my Xenos and Estinian, my little posters. Yeah, and so they always say that, you know, like anybody can draw realism, and I kind of feel that, you know. So now it's like, I want to stylize it. I don't want to just keep drawing realism. Hell yeah, play Final Fantasy! Xenos is my bae. He can test my reflexes in bed, to be honest. Thank you for the follow. I have like 3 things of Xenos. Because he's crazy daddy, honestly. He might not be super sane, but he can definitely can bang me anytime. Oh my gosh, his hand. Wait. I gotta go plus ultra on this hand. Yeah, I'm taking a break right now, actually. It's because I was running like a bunch of the Savage content with my friends right before like, oh my god, what is it called? Right before the other parts of the super hard raids came out. And honestly, it burnt me out. Like, memorizing all the little paths and stuff. It just kinda burnt me out. But I know I'll go back to it. I always go back to it eventually. Because it really is an amazing game. And it's an amazing MMO as well. The community is generally pretty good. Though the people my one friend is friends with, he always complains because they're always like screaming at him. But that's because they run Savage content like all the time. Ooh, oh my god. What am I doing? It's because this hand was so easy. Now I have to struggle. I don't even have any like good reference or anything. I can't even cheat. Is there any good cheating in this one? I went through and I deleted all my reference folders because I'm actually kind of an idiot. Honestly, it makes me so afraid. But it is one of the reasons I went back to like anime and stuff. So, and I think it has great a great like practical use for not for copying other people's art, but for taking royalty-free images and creating backgrounds, you know, like matte painting purposes. Because like I know me personally, at least before, and probably still now, because it's just so fucking easy. You just go into Google, girl bedroom, you know, find a royalty-free Google image of whatever background that you need, and then you draw an ad on top of that. And so to be able to like go into AI and just be like pink bedroom, and then be able to like have different angles of bedroom setups and put them in your art sounds great. But people who are like creating whole-on pieces with other people's stolen artwork is like totally wrong. Yeah, it's honestly not good. It's really not. Like, I think the only acceptable use for it is for like matte painting. You know, like backgrounds and bases for stuff. Or even it would be really cool if they had one that was like a base generator. Like they hired an artist and they just like cranked out a bunch of like chest positions and hand positions and all that. Yeah. I really hope they get sued, to be honest. And I know that they probably will. Like, if I ever find my art in a generator, I'm suing, man. I'm hopping on the train. But I do think it has a future, I think. But it needs to be a controlled, royalty-free, zero art feature. Then again, I'm not a photographer, so I also would like to hear that take from like a photographer. You know, like if they paid a photographer to take a bunch of royalty-free images and then they use them in the generator, would that be fine? But it really does suck because it's like you spend all this time practicing and getting better just to see like this computer taking all of the best parts from all the people that inspire you and just mashing it together. I didn't think it was that big of a deal. And then when it first came out, so I was like, oh yeah, like it's cool, you know? And then everyone started coming out and being like, hey, it's still my art. And it's like, oh, again, we're really gonna keep doing this? Like, whoever made it, I feel like, is the world's biggest idiot. And then when they got called out for being an idiot, they just like decided that this is the hill that they're gonna die on. Like, you could have just made an apology, rewrote the code for your engine to only pull from royalty-free images, and like that would have been it. But that's not what makes you money, so that's not what he did. And yeah, like, it's so bad. And most of the time, it's not even 5%. It's like if I took a bunch of artists and then like outline cut everything that I liked and then mashed it together. I would be cancelled so fast, like Sexio. I don't know if you guys know about Sexio, but they like basically traced Sexy Robot's art. Which, I mean, their art style is so pretty, and like if you want to imitate Sexy Robot's style, then like that's cool, but tracing is not okay. Yeah, and it would be such an easy coding thing. Like, you know, like it's not hard to code it where it's only like from Adobe stock or whatever. But that would cost money, and he's already making so much money because all these companies are looking at this art and being like, oh yeah, I want that. And all the people on TikTok are like using the AI filter. Man, I cannot get this hand. Oh my gosh. But I really do hope that one day there is a tool like that where I can just type in like Sakura flower bungalow treehouse, and like it pulls up different stuff and I can just draw on top of it. Or add my own images, but honestly, having art around is so nice. Like, I got my posters at the last convention, my Zhongli, my Estinian, and my Xenos, and you know, they look down on me. They inspire me. Highly would recommend. Alright, I'm about to look up. Let's look up hand posters. I'm sorry. I can't. I'm sorry. Let's find like a good one. And try not to TOS myself. There's nothing bad on Pinterest, right? Like, it can't be that bad. Kind of like, ooh, this one's nice. Let's just, and I'll save it. No, I'm hacking. This is wrong. I'm already Chaser. Ethan Becker is gonna come for me. Alright. I think the problem needs to be more of the side. And then yeah, someone write the twit longer right now. Yeah, I've seen some questionable stuff, but then again, I look at questionable things. So I feel like I'm on the darkest side of Pinterest, you know? And all I see below me is an empty chasm of possibility. You never know, man. I saw skateboard flip. I was talking about this last stream. About the fucking guy on TikTok that was like skateboard flipping. Hentai pictures on the back. So you never know. There could be a guy like that on Pinterest. Okay. And then... Oh my god, it looks like an abomination. Okay. Maybe that's not the one. No, that's the one. That's the hand. Alright, I'm gonna draw it over here. So I don't have to look at anything else. I can just... be tracer. Pinterest is a good place for tattoo ideas. Pinterest has everything. I'd say the only thing Pinterest doesn't have is you can't look up like hyper specific stuff, you know? Like you're gonna get some random stuff and you just gotta sift through it. But it feels more curated than like Google Images. Like Google Images is kind of cringy sometimes, so that's why I like using Pinterest more. Honestly, I need to go get my tattoo. I need to go get a tattoo. That's what I need to do. Alright, so now I think this is a pretty good base. Let's see, I can flip it. Looks pretty good. I think... Oops, we need to go onto the actual layer. This needs to come up a bit. Be a little bit longer. Alright, now let's fix this face, because it's kind of looking like a yikes. It's kind of looking like she's gonna diddle me, and I want it more of like a, oh, she's gonna diddle me, not, oh, she's gonna diddle me, you know? It's it needs to pass the vibe check. Right now, it's not. And I think one of the reasons it's not passing the vibes is because the proportions are very wrong. That made it worse, but better. That is true. That is really true. And I know that deep down, that's actually what's wrong. Like, it's not that I suddenly lost my skill. It's just more like my eye took this huge leap away from my skill. And so now I'm just seeing all the bad flaws. Thanks for the follow on Twitter. I post spicy stuff. Spicier than I can get on Twitch, that's for sure. Spicier than I can get on most platforms, to be honest. if Twitter dies, it's all over for me. If it dies, just send me away on a Viking funeral boat. I would have said that about my TikTok, but I got banned recently, so now it's not as poppin' as my Twitter. Really, I hope you guys like them. They've been getting a ton more engagement, so it's been kind of worth it. I don't know if you guys can see. I've never actually looked, but they've been getting more views, they've been getting more likes, they've been getting more retweets. I feel like it's also because anime, like, little sketches like that are so much more palatable, you know? And you can kind of just crank them out. But I'm glad that you guys have been liking them. I'm glad that you like them. I don't know. I'm thinking probably around like the 15th or so. Maybe probably earlier. Probably should do this earlier. But I'm just gonna put a poll and see what people think. Like, is this better? What should I do? What do you guys want? Especially since, like, today, probably later today or tomorrow, I'll be cranking out some videos for YouTube and stuff. So I wanna find my niche, and I don't want to wait, so I'm just gonna ask people on my Twitter, just be like, what do you want? What do you want to see? What do you want to watch? Alright, let me turn off that so I can see. Oop. I also need to figure out what my first set will be when I come back, because I really don't know. There's like nothing really like coming out, you know, there's no like new anime or anything really. Yeah, that's also true. But just asking and be like, vibe check. do you like the vibes? I think let's see. Yeah. Yeah, especially on my, I mainly want to do it for all my people that are on Patreon who have been supporting me. So they've been out here through the grind, through the real ugly art stages. Hell yeah! 2B's the best waifu. One of the best waifus. I also cosplayed her at San Japan because I knew there wouldn't be a lot. And there was actually like 2 other ones. I was shocked. I was like, damn, people still cosplaying 2B? And there was even Kayane from near the Gestalt there. Ooh, oh my god. Oh, she was so pretty. Oh. I wanted her to diddle me. Consensually, of course. Consensual diddle. But she was, ooh. Thank you, thank you. I'm actually getting a sword because I'm going to one in January. Well, it is January. I'm stupid. Wow, okay. I'm going to one like the 19th. I was going to actually get a booth, or try to get a booth at San Japan, but this year. But you know, I have my wedding coming up, so I don't want to do that. I would rather not double whammy myself. Commissions? Not yet. I do have sheets made, but I'm on break right now, so. Well, this is intentionally supposed to be like a break, like big break, like not draw, but it turned into an existential crisis, so I am. It's kind of scary, but I mean, it's honestly less scary than opening up a booth, so yeah. I'd rather just do that. Alright, let me... I think I want her to be looking a little bit more forward. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Also, I think I'm a lot less afraid because I've already been with this guy for like, this will be our 7th year, so you know, it's kind of like old news. It's old news, you know? At least to me, it feels like old news. Plus we have a cat, so like, you know. Alright, let me go over here and look at this bitch. Yeah, for sure. But we were gonna get married earlier, obviously, but then all my health problems, and we were in college, and then we came back, and then more health problems, and then, you know. Dang, that's still long, honestly. I hear they say they end at like 3, 5, and 10. That's like the most frequently when they're ended. I think actually my friend Nick's, his ended like 7, but most of the people I know, they ended at like 5 or 3. It's weird how there's like that weird coincidence of that, you know, like 3, 5, and 10. I don't know, I read about that somewhere. I'm actually smart. I think. Hell yeah. I'll record it for my patrons. Can you have to come to my wedding? But become a patron, I'll send you some cake. Yeah, it really is. And I'll say, I mean, obviously I don't know, but I feel like it's different. Like with us, like, we're never apart, and that's honestly the best. Hell yeah. I mean, my own family's probably not gonna go, so, you know, the more the merrier. Sub my $10 tier and I'll send you the bouquet. I'll probably draw like a hot waifu for it. Honestly, has anybody actually done that? Like, has there actually been any Twitch people who have, like, streamed their wedding? Would I be the first? Hell yeah. Yeah, I feel like that's uncharted territory. Also, look how much better this face looks. And you don't succeed. Try again. Well, so I have like 3 main goals for 2023. 1, stream regularly. Right. 2, YouTube. And 3, the most important goal. This is the most important. Redeem my fame. These are my goals. Yeah, she's like, ooh, touch me. Touch me or I'ma touch you. But redeeming my fame. This is up here. I want my 25K on TikTok back. Or it doesn't have to be TikTok. Hopefully something else, because TikTok kind of sucks ass, but it's redemption. That way, in 2024, like, we already planning ahead toward 2024 because we are on the grindset mindset. 2024, I want to apply for the VTube studios. Random, I know, right? Hell yeah. See, you should make you should make Twitch music. Hell yeah. 2 for 2024, convention. And 3 is have my own store. So we gotta build up to this. Really, this one. I didn't know you could just apply for these things, but I'm applying. Hell yeah. Be like Iron Mouse? Hell yeah. We're both sick. She's more sick than me. I'm just kind of like... You should make some, like, Twitch music, and then, like, you know, if you're a Patreon, on your Patreon page, you get access, and you can stream it with no copyrights. Let's see. I think that looks better. She kind of looks like a mommy now. I don't know what I did. Guys. Something happened here. Something's happening here. I think I made her head a little bit too small though. I'm just gonna... Oh, that's a little bit too big. Here's the real test. Flip it. I think the anatomy is a little bit. A little bit fucked up right there, but I think we just accept it and move on. So y'all know I'm not good at anatomy anyway, so we're not gonna pretend. I'm no ergo Josh. Alright, I think, and look at this, this is where we started. Ooh, that's gross. Now you got more mommy. Hell yeah. The little chef's kiss. Alright, let's delete all these layers that I don't know what they are. Yeah, I feel like I'm towing the line between what I want, but I definitely do know I want mommy vibes. It's a necessity. And honestly, it's the only thing I'm really good at. Like, making girls look, oh, so sad, so demure. Oh, just baby, just small. I can't. I just can't. It's so hard. But mommy vibes, I nail that. That's my niche, I think, actually. Alright, I'm scared to like touch it now. Alright. Dang. Really? Just one? In November? Was it good though? Was it good though? I'm surprised it's not a thing. Like, even to like stream it to your elderly family members or family members who couldn't, you know, make it, air quotes, that would be interesting. Because they already film it, right? Like, most people already have like videographers and stuff. I'm sure it wouldn't be like that much of a stretch to like stream it on your phone or whatever. True. Honest, I can't say I recommend. There's like no real difference, right? Like, the only thing that you really get if you're married is like people trust you more, I feel like, in general. Then again, I also live in the South, so that's kind of just like a general thing in the South. But other than that, it's just like, oh, now you have to do your taxes together. And you have a sheet of paper. But they are fun. even then, you still get the financial. I don't know. Then again, me and my fiance, we do it differently. Like, we don't, like, when we go to the grocery store, we buy our groceries separate. We pay our bills separately. We have separate bank accounts and stuff, and I don't think we'll ever have, like, a joint bank account. Ever, you know? Because that's how we've always done it. Like, I buy my lunches and my snacks, and I buy dinner, and he gets his lunches and his snacks and his breakfast. And then, like, if we want to get something together, we just 50-50 it. It's honestly how I think everyone should do it. It's pretty great. Yeah, like, I feel like some people, when they get together, they just instantly, like, within a year, make their together bank account, and they're together everything. And it's not that I'm afraid we'll break up. I definitely know we're not, but it's just so much easier that way. Yeah, LA is its own separate entity, to be honest. I'm surprised it's not its own sovereign state like Texas, you know? It doesn't secede and then rejoin. But I live in Texas. It's fucking trash. But no state taxes, so hashtag winning. Though I have to do my 1099 taxes this year for my Patreon and stuff, and I'm just not looking forward to it. I wish they just did it like different, like how they do it overseas, because they know exactly how much you owe every year on your taxes. They know the exact dollar amount that you owe, not the dollar amount that you put in. They know the exact dollar amount that you need to pay in. But still, we have to be the ones to calculate it because they're betting on us fucking it up. And so, like, H&R Block and TurboTax can have business. That's fucked up, man. That's so fucked up. North Carolina. Honestly, a lot of my family has moved to North Carolina. And my best friend is actually, well, one of my best friends. They actually moved from there to here. Yeah, I work a government job. Don't come for me, okay? Don't come for me. I work a government job. And ever since I started this government job, man, my take home is crazy. It's like so low. Like, I got my 401k, I got my retirement, I got my medical bills, I got, like, my take home is insane, and it's only this government job. It's crazy. It's like, where'd all my money go? Hell yeah, I wish. No, I'm just with people that think they're the feds. They're being hunted by the feds. I'm secretly like CIA, you know? And I'm here drawing these anime girls to catch out the pedos, you know? That's what a lot of people on my old TikTok thought. They thought I was a CP creator, even though, like, most of the things I draw, I give them humongous titties. But there's people that draw, like, actual small children. I'm here catching them out. Can you imagine? Just the CIA having this intense persona? Yeah. I mean, there's like members of that on like the 4chan Reddits and stuff. On the, what is it? Oh my god, what the fuck is it called? The people who like hate women? What are they called? Man, I'm blanking. I did a whole presentation on them in my psychology class. I cannot remember what they're called. They're not simps. They like incels. Boom. Yes. Thank you. Thank you, Lone. I can't believe I couldn't remember that. I guess it's just kind of forgettable. Honestly, here's the story time. My neighbor, I think he's an incel. He has a wife, but he abuses his wife. And the other day, he came out of his apartment and was like screaming at me and my fiance, saying that we were being too loud, even though we were literally like just silently opening our door and like trying to like go inside. And I was like laughing at him because I was just honestly flabbergasted. Like, this little boy comes out of his apartment and is like screaming at me, and I'm just like flabbergasted, like completely just like, what? And I started laughing at him, and he started getting so upset that I was laughing at him. He couldn't handle it. He just really couldn't handle it. So my advice is, if any of you ever get into an argument, just laugh at them, because it works. It really does. They just can't handle it. Nobody can handle it. And yeah, like, if he would have came out and been like, hey, you know, I got 2 kids, can you like quiet down? Even though we weren't being loud, we literally just silently exited our car and we were unlocking the door. Yeah, and he abuses his wife, like, and 100% no, and he did it in front of his kids one time, and so we called the police on him, and ever since then he's been real triggered. So I also told him, I was like, are you just mad because you can't hit me like you hit your wife? And he honestly, his face just he got so sad. So sad. And little does he know, all I do all day, he thinks I'm like this crazy person, and all I do all day is draw boobs. And that if he would just be nice, he could have boobs. Just be a good person and you get boobs. It's like a pipeline. Be good, then you get hot waifu boobs. It's easy. Yeah. I mean, if I was like 21 and I had 2 kids, I would also be very sad. But that is not an excuse. That is not an excuse to do that. That is for sure. It's just like, yeah, facts. Be good, booba. Like, the universe just gives you boobs. Like, honestly, all of you guys in my chat right now, if you're all good little people, they, them, he, hers, he, hers, he, she's, if you're all good, then I promise, and you can clip this, you guys can clip this, it's 100%, I promise that if you're good, tomorrow you'll wake up and there'll be a big booba under your pillow. Yep, everybody gets big boobas. It's Oprah. And that's on God. That's my twit line. Yeah, everybody gets booba. As long as you're good, though. You have to be good. You have to be a good person. But my friends always joke around with me and they're like, City Belle, you're gonna get cancelled. I'm gonna cancel you. And so I'm just waiting for the day, the actual day, that one day I get like popular enough, someone comes on here and they actually clip half of the stuff I'm saying, and I do get cancelled. As long as it's not like Holly Brown canceled, because she got honestly, say a prayer for Holly Brown. She got demolished. Honestly, I'm kind of shocked there hasn't been like another big demolishing within the art community. Yeah, there's a fine line between a good simp and um like the doormat simp. You know, you want to be a little bit of a doormat, like you want to be a doormat in the way like, you know, you want to be like someone's house. Like you want to be a house doormat, you know, like bougie. You don't want to be like the doormat at the Walgreens, you know. Can you imagine though? Honestly, the doormats at like stores and stuff be nasty sometimes. Ooh. But I feel like that's a good rule, you know. Just don't be like a nice welcome home mat. Unless it's for me, then give me all your money. Just kidding. Just kidding. See, they say that women are the opposite in real life as to how they are in bed, you know? So that's what you gotta look out for. You gotta look for the dommy mommies. It's like soft tops, you know? Sometimes it's good though to have just a dommy mommy just tell you what to do. I wish I had a dommy mommy that would just be like, this is what you're gonna do, man. Alright, her hair? Ooh, looking gross. Alright. Maybe we do like this. Oh, not on the lineup layer. Oh, yes, yes. You need like a supportive dommy mommy who's like, you better fucking do your work or I'ma peg you, but also love you. Looks great. Oh. Is there? This is Anne, right? What's her name? Maybe we just suck up our pride and we look it up. Is it like this? Anne Persona. Yeah, the threat of the peg. That's what gets you to do your work. It's like that cafe. There's like a cafe in Japan where it's like you tell them, you like write down on the piece of paper what you want them to do, like what your goal is, you know? And then they'll like yell at you if you don't work on it or if you leave early before your like time slot. And they like just motivate you to work. We needed that, but like it's just a bunch of dommy mommies telling me to study my art and draw and not play League of Legends or Final Fantasy or any of the other games I play all day. Yeah, and it's like a nice little cafe. Like Like, I'm surprised there's not one, like, in the States. Well, there might be. You know, I don't know everywhere, but... Like... They just, like, make you do your work. And there's, like, a bunch of other people in there, too, that are just sitting there doing their work, so it's motivating. I'm actually in a... I haven't really done it. I'm really bad about it, but... I'm in a Discord where they do something similar, but it's for language learning. And you just go in the chat and... It's really nice. Or like, they do that too with the Lo-Fi Girl on YouTube, don't they? Like, people just go in there and they motivate each other. But I feel like, I don't know, I feel like that doesn't work for me. I need, like, real people. Like in the language learning server. I need to get back on that. My Japanese is falling behind. I was making some pretty good progress, but... Now I'm starting to, like, forget all the kanjis I learned and stuff. And how am I supposed to be a VTuber and not even know how to say bad things? Yeah, like, if I go into, like, a stream where it's just one person, then I feel like they're holding me accountable. But when I'm just, like, on the Lo-Fi Girl, whatever, you know? It's like there's no face, there's no person there. Yeah. See, the one I'm in, it has, like, channels. And then there's, like, these people that you always see in there. And so it's like, oh shit, they're in there studying, and I'm here playing League of Legends? Like a dirty little simp? Maybe I should... Maybe I should not be doing this. Though I was mentioning this last stream. It's a lot easier to not, like, just play League of Legends all the time. I mean, I do most of my drawing at work anyway. Cause I'm just a phone operator. I just answer phones all day, so 99% of the time I'm just sitting there. Oh, yeah, honestly, to anybody, this is a PSA. If you don't play League of Legends, don't start. I know Arcane is hip, new. It's not worth it. Honestly, even TFT is like, you know, like, don't download TFT because then you could access League of Legends. It is. I watch Netflix too. That's a big thing. It's my big sin is I just sit there and watch Netflix all day. Yeah, just don't tell them it was for so long. It's only been like a week or so. But there's so many like kanji and like rules and stuff. And I just got into learning adjectives and stuff. And it's like, ugh. And then I know all these words, right? And so I try to make sentences, and then I realize that every sentence has a fucking verb in it. And verbs are so hard, and I don't know that many. So then I'm like, okay, ichigo tabemasu. That's like all I can say. It's like the same 3 sentences over and over, because I only know, like, to eat, to write, to buy. Yeah. Jobs like that are good, though. In a way. Like, I know I just sit there and watch Netflix, so I can't really say a lot, but when I did have more active jobs, it's like, I don't know, it made the time go by faster, I think. And you feel like you're doing something. But with my job, it's like today I went in early. Actually, I normally go in from 1 to 9, but I went at 5 a.m. and when it's 5 a.m. I kind of don't feel like drawing, and I kind of don't feel like, you know, watching Netflix. So I just kind of sit there, and it just drags. And it just feels like forever. And it's really hard not to sleep. Yeah. Especially my job, because I'm in this little office kind of by myself, and you know, it's quiet, and I don't ever turn on all the lights, so it's kind of dark, and but it makes it drag on. Like when I worked at the movie theater, that wasn't bad. Like sometimes it would feel like it was dragging, but nothing like this job does. Like, it for sure has its moments of, like, pick-me-ups and stuff. Like, funny stuff will happen or whatever, but most of the time it's just me sitting there by myself watching Netflix. Oh, it's actually together here? Honestly, her outfit is like so confusing. I am not. But my coworker got freaking COVID, so having to cover for her instead of doing my job. Hey, that kind of sounds fun. Putting together stuff on the beach and stuff. But I guess it'd be boring. It probably is boring, you know. I'm like a midday person. Like, I don't like working early at night, and I don't like working too late at night. Too early at night. Too early in the morning. Yeah, I can see though how it could get boring. And also, it's people. People are crazy. Dang, yeah, that's true. Hey, bet you're buff though. I remember when I was in dance, we had to move like the tables, you know? This isn't like anything near what, you go through, but we had to move like the cafeteria tables every day. And holy shit, like we'd move them and put them up, and then we'd have to put them back. And it was like after like 3 hours of hardcore like working out dancing, and we would have to move these tables, and it was so bad. It was, oh my gosh, I was like, honestly, like I wanted to hang myself from the ceiling fan. So I can only imagine doing that. I used to get paid though. Yeah, I wasn't paid. I was just paid in trauma. Like, I don't, as a person, generally, I don't think anybody should ever have any regrets. Like, if you have regrets, then you still have a lot of, like, thinking to do about it, you know? But I definitely regret, joining dance. That shit was so bad. Thank you, Cara, for the follow! Welcome, welcome, welcome. I don't know, do you guys have any regrets? Even though I just said they're bad, it's okay. Oh! Such a cute emote! Whose emote is that? Let's see. Oh, so cute! I can't wait until I can have emotes. I'm gonna have good ones. I'm gonna have some booba emotes. Some, what can you do for guys? I feel like guys get left out a lot. I don't draw them a lot, but there's nothing like that for guys. There's no, like, booba equivalent for men. Or male presenting. I guess eggplant is the closest. But it's not palatable. Like, if I had an eggplant emote, I feel like that's not very, kawaii VTuber desu of me. I feel like that's kind of, bordering on TOS. But if I have a booba emote, then it's like, cool. Yeah, honestly, I never had a long relationship before this, but man, some of the guys I was with before fucked me up. But you do learn a lot. Like one of my exes, he invited me over, and he had sent me these texts, right? You know, you send girls texts, you know? And they were super like, ooh, Dommy, I'm gonna dom you, you're gonna be quaking, you're gonna be shaking, you know? And then I get there and he's like, can I put on your dress? No cap. And I'm like, yeah, you can, like, I'm not a judger, but like, you told me I came here expecting the Dommy daddy experience, and instead I get turned into a Dommy mommy? What? It was like a 360 flip. But you shouldn't regret it, because it did make you a better person, I'm sure. He really did. And like, I mean, I was willing to try it, you know? Like, if you're gonna text me and be like, hey, can you be my Dommy mommy? I'd be like, yeah, bro, I got you. I'll be your Dommy mommy. But no, he was like, oh yeah, I'ma dick you down so good. And then he was like, yeah, nah, not really though. So we've all been there. We've all had those bad relationships. Whether like that funny, like bad funny, or like, you know, bad mentally. Bad in a not so funny way. Yeah. I mean, at least you did get hit with the psych before you like got too committed. I know you were already committed, but yeah, and some people just aren't good people, you know? And it's just so easy to like keep doing the same thing that you're doing and not change it up. And I feel like some people get stuck in those relationships. Yeah, at least before having a kid. Oh my gosh. Then again, I'm a different person. I do not want kids. Fuck them kids. At least not any time right now. So whenever people are like, yeah, I'm gonna have kids, I'm like, that's just me. That's just a City Bell thing. Hey, I think I want to change up her outfit a bit too. Yeah, it's like they're expensive. You fuck them up mentally. Yeah, I'll out myself. So my cat, I have a cat, right? And she like had just got spayed, and so she's like high on drugs, right? Like super high on drugs, and she's a cat. Okay, so like she doesn't understand the human language, or you know, she's a baby. She's a little baby. And she like would not put on her collar. She would not let me put on the cone, like the cone collar, and she kept licking at her wounds. So I got so mad, and I just realized in that moment I'm like on the verge of tears and like anger. Like I wanted to throw something, and it's just a cat. Like it's literally just a cat, you know? It's like she doesn't understand what I'm trying to say. So that it was in that moment when I realized it's not time. I can't have a baby. I can't have if I can't handle my cat, I cannot handle a kid. Oh, the popcorn emote. You lurking. I know, I talk a lot. I try to talk. I never I don't know, because that's what I like listening to. I like listening to people talk about random shit. Hopefully you guys like listening to me talk about random shit. Sometimes it's more focused, sometimes it's yeah. I was in a, you know, like the baby class. What is it called? It wasn't health, but and we were like doing shaken baby syndrome and stuff. And when I was mad at my cat, I was like, if this was my baby, I would be in prison. Like I didn't hurt her or anything, but the urge was there. The urge was there, and it was just a cat, and I love my cat. So I can only imagine if I had a baby and I was trying to explain to it an adult concept and it just wasn't listening to me. I would be so upset. And it's like, I don't want to put my trauma onto a kid. I can barely handle my own trauma. Yeah. And like, there's other people that are bringing other kids in. You know, there's like, if you ever do want a kid, just like adopt. I know people say it's bad to adopt or whatever, but at least foster, you know? Like, the kids have to go somewhere. I would like to have a discussion, but if... I know there's people on TikTok who were adopted out of the foster care system, and they're talking about how it's such a bad system, and it is. But, like, there's this girl, she's like, I wish I was never adopted. And it's like, I understand your feelings, but there has to be something, you know? Like, it is better if, like, someone within their family adopts them. That's actually what happened to one of my cousins. One of my great aunts actually adopted her. So she stayed, you know, within the family, but that can't always happen, so there's always got to be someone out there to be willing to do that. And to say that it should never happen and no one should ever be able to adopt a kid is kind of like messed up. Now it's different if you're talking about like foreign country kids, you know, being adopted here as like commodities, but like being able to foster a kid who like doesn't have a good life and then forming that relationship with them and eventually adopting them and being like, hey, you have a home. Yeah. Like, if depending on the situation, it's like they should definitely still have that relationship with their family, and I think that's on the person that adopted them to put that. But like, if they still have a grandmother, like if they have a grandmother that took care of them for forever, they should still be able to have a relationship with them. Yeah. And there's so many kids in the foster care system. Why do I need to bring a kid out into the world that, like, already has so many kids in it? Plus, I can just adopt, like, a 17-year-old and just help them for a year and set them up. And then I don't have to worry about them not understanding. But yeah, I also Here, this is another. Here we go. Here's another cancel city bill. And I read it in a book, and it honestly stuck with me, like, so hard. Stuck with me so... To this day, I still think about this. And it was actually a book for, like, veganism or whatever, or vegetarianism, which I'm not. I'm not a vegetarian, I'm not a vegan, even though I read this book. But it mentioned how, like, we don't eat animals. Like, we don't eat, like, cats and dogs, right? Because they have, like, personalities and stuff. But we have such a problem with overrun shelters. Like, there's too many dogs, there's too many cats in the world, that even if, like, everybody adopted, there would still be cats, like, on the streets and dogs on the streets and all that stuff. Not to mention it's, like, physically impossible for everyone to adopt a dog or a cat because there's, like, shitty people out there. So it was like, what if we take all of the animals that are being euthanized, right? And then, like, we turn them into meat. Whether that's, like, meat for human consumption or meat for whatever. It would literally end world hunger. Yeah, it would be, like, the biggest step. Like, if shelters took the euthanized animal meat and gave it to homeless shelters. That's, like, free meat, right? Like, there's a lot of problems with that, but it's crazy to think about. Just like, we have the foster care system that's crappy, but nobody fixes it. Yeah, like, imagine if every country just started doing that. It would be crazy. Like, yes, it's sad. It's like, it's a cat, it's a dog, and that's the biggest, like, hurdle to it. But it's also like, I mean, they're gonna die anyway. I guess you can make that argument about humans, but even still, you know? Yeah, actually, time to out myself again. My stepdad, he was, poor at one point, like, homeless, like, on the streets, had no food, had no money, homeless. His house had just burned down. His wife had just left him, like, he literally had nothing. And there was actually one point where he was starving to the point where he had to eat a dead cat he found. And he said it fucked him up, right? And yeah, I would agree. Like, if I had to physically face it, yeah. And I'm sure even if I had to physically face, like, killing a cow, I would also be sad. But it's all about culture, too. And we all have the ability to impact that. Like, there's people in China and other parts of the world that eat, like, pets. So now I've cursed you all with the knowledge. You're all cursed now. Honestly, my stepdad is an enigma. He is an enigma of a person. He got shot. He's been shot. He's been stabbed. He got electrocuted. And when he got electrocuted, the discharge came through his window. It struck a tree. He had his window open, and it discharged into his body. And so he basically folded in half because of it, and, like, fucked his back. And then just recently, it turns out he broke his, like, the head of his femur, and it was, like, necrotizing inside his body, and was, like, gross, disgusting, like, green, black, no blood, bleh, like zombie. So he's an enigma. But yeah, I think it's a culture thing that people just don't think about other people. Unless it's like hashtag trendy or yeah, they're on the fence. I know. Honestly, that remote is how I feel. When he told me all this stuff, and it wasn't like, oh, he was stabbed like with a knife, like a little kitchen knife. He got stabbed with a fucking machete, like straight up in the side, machete. Because he was okay. He was doing bad stuff, but not to the point. He machete, and his house burned down, and he was shot, and he got struck by lightning. I know, he's crazy. It's pretty cool though, because I mean, he's my stepdad, so I get to tell all of his stories to the internet. And he won't even know. But everyone will get to know this amazing man who has been through everything. And is yet somehow a better dad than my real dad. Yeah. It's like it's honestly a societal problem. Because there are people that like break through and like after they experience trauma they don't like continue it, but 99% of the time it just carries down. Like my mom, her dad was an abusive piece of shit, and like would beat them with tennis rackets and baseball bats and stuff, like serious shit. And you know, that some of that was passed on to me, but I'm deciding not to continue it. But so many people, it's just easier to just, you know, live the 9 to 5 and do the family thing, and they don't even realize that they're doing it. Because it honestly takes a lot of introspection to even realize that you have problems and that the way you act is actually different than what it should be. And I'll out myself more. I actually work in mental health. I work in a state-funded mental health hospital. And so many of the people there are Black, Latino, like ethnic people. And I'd say it's maybe like a 60-40 split. And then you like hear some of their stories of like why they did it, you know, like why they did certain things. And it's honestly like really sad. It's really sad. Like most of them, it's like, yeah, I have all these mental health problems and I had no one to talk to about it, and so I did what I did, you know? Or it's like, I was so stressed going through school and my family, and it was so important that I be the first person in my family to graduate, and I got so stressed out I had a mental break and, you know, did whatever crime I did. And a lot of it is just like those communities just like don't talk about it, you know, and so it just leads to them being incarcerated for it. Though I think I hope it's getting better. I think it's gotten a little bit better. with like social media and stuff, and they're not good helplines, but there are avenues. Oh, excuse me, there are avenues to seek help and stuff. So if you are struggling, there are people that are willing to help you. But most of these people are old and they never really had that. Alright, this is looking kind of good. Okay, let me delete this. We can merge this down and duplicate it. Oops. Let me actually see what I'm doing. Honestly, you should. Honestly, anybody who thinks they should. I went to a therapist for a while, and it didn't really help me personally, but that's because I'm a really big self-thinker anyway. Like, I like doing stuff on my own, and talking about it out loud to someone else just made me feel like a lot of pity for myself. Felt like I was being pitied. But it did teach me some, like, I did learn stuff from it, and it's definitely totally worth it. Yeah, like, this is looking so good. Now we gotta clean it up a bit. Yeah, I think definitely if you're in the throes of it, like if you're in the throes of a deep depression, or like you've tried and you just can't get out, therapy is like, yes, you need to do it. But if you're like maintaining and more of a self-starter, there are ways you can do it. I know, it got really deep. I like it. It gives me something to talk about. Sometimes I run out of stuff to talk about, you know? I talk about all the things I want to talk about, and all that's left is the deep stuff. Also, I mean, what's better to talk about while you draw boobs, you know? His boobs kind of make everything better. Yeah, well, we were talking about it yesterday, right, Simo? Anna, or whatever? And I was like, oh, she's hot. I should draw her. So we were talking about her, and maybe you want to draw her. Okay, I think these ears are kind of fucked. Kind of skiffed. Maybe by drawing it, it'll convince Nyx to romance her. I don't know if you can. I've never actually played Persona. But if you can romance her, you should. Because she's kind of the hottest. Yeah, I want to play too, but don't tell Nyx. No one tell my BFF. But, turn-based games are really hard for me to play. Really hard. I love them. I enjoy it, but man, my little pea brain, when I don't get that instant gratification, yeah, it's hard. It's hard. I just like, getting kills in League or Fortnite, fucking up kids in Fortnite. Hell yeah. Yeah, I like turn-based, and I love that. There's always they always have great style and everything. It's just so slow sometimes. My little pea brain. Hell yeah. I only do no build though, because you can only fuck up kids in no build. If you go into build mode, kids will outbuild you any day. But in no build mode, half the kids that play that don't know how to dodge, so you just shotgun them to death. Yeah, it's like you take away their building and they don't know how to play the game at all. Honestly, I think the no build mode saved their game. I don't know whose idea that was. Like, I don't know who at Fortnite, who at Fortnite thought of that, but no build mode is literally GOAT. Like, the best. Yeah, people just don't aim enough. There really does. That would be so cute, like a little fork and knife. Yeah, like, okay, if you go into build mode, it's like you're gonna get outskilled by some Minecrafter. But I want to play as a fork. Like, I want my character to be a fork. I just want to be like a little floppy fork. Or like, there needs to be like a chopstick, you know? That way, you know, we could buy the chopstick skins together. Yeah, like, we want to be the fork, like this. Like, I want to run around in fork knife. Like, is my skills. I want to be a little fork with a gun, with the glock glizzy, just running around on my little legs. This is what I want to be. Or like a knife, you know? I want to be a little knife with my glock glizzy. Yeah, this is what I'm gonna be. This is what I want. Fortnite. Someone send this to actually. Wait, guys, I have a friend that actually works at Epic Games. I might be able to make this happen. If it does, this is me. Hell yeah, he's coming. And then maybe there's a spoon, you know, for the squads. There's a spoon. But the spoon, hold on, the knife, Angie. The knife is Angie. The fork is just kind of like, oh, I'm a fork. And then the spoon is like the uwu simp of the squad. Oh no, that's Angie. That's too Angie. And then, let's see. There needs to be a fourth, because you need to have, like, a full squad set of this. A spork? Hell yeah. Alright. Let's see. The spork is the angry uwu with the Glock. See, look. This is the squads. See, like, and then this one can be like a skin of the fork. Or no, the uwu, the spoon. This is like just a skin, yeah? Hell yeah. This is what I want from a fork knife. Right here. I'm gonna save this. I'm gonna send it to my friend. I don't know if you guys know this, but I have a friend that works at Epic Games. Hell yeah. Can you imagine a fork doing those Fortnite dances? Yeah, it's the new John Wick skin. Hell yeah. Beam bam boom sussy. It would be so good. Alright, let's see. Oh, you've already been on for 2 hours? Man. It didn't feel like it. It doesn't feel like 2 hours. Because we're having fun. Maybe I'll stream again tomorrow too. Aw, dang. It's okay, I'll clip it. I'm gonna clip it later. I'll clip it in the editor. Wow. Well, I actually work on Wednesday. Well, my normal schedule. You just need to stream in general. You should just always stream with me. So I am the GOAT, I think. I'm like the best at all games. If we lose, it's never my fault. Yeah, I gotta get the squad. Oh, good night, good night. Oh, dang, it's that late. That's crazy. What time is it for me? Oh, it's only 6:30. I thought it was later. Yeah, I'm about to head off too. I just wanna finish this top piece. Are you smoozing your wife right now, Sumo? Oh, you stream like that you promised you would stream? Oh, yeah. Oh, tequila? What kind of tequila though? Oh, wouldn't. Oh. You gotta stream more though, so you can get partner and buy her a Gucci Balenciaga. Yeah. Can you imagine if Mr. Beast came in here? Man. That would be crazy. I could call him out, be like, Mr. Beast looks at hentai porn? Yeah, you're right. Yeah, the child porn. Yeah, that's not good. Yeah. But it is a fun word to say. Yeah, I actually forgot they did that. Well, I guess I never forgot, but... It's still kind of crazy to me that they even did that. Like, they even had the balls to do that. They basically, like, got a bunch of kids, like, little kids, and, had them take pictures with, like, ball gags and, like, BDSM shit for, like, an ad campaign. And in, like, some pretty disgusting poses. It's honestly pretty fucked up. And I think their parents should be held more accountable, to be honest. Balenciaga. Oh, no. Mr. Beast is good. Mr. Beast is good. At least from what I know. Though I have a theory that I feel like something's gonna come out about him. But that's just a theory. A game theory. Thanks for watching. Yeah, honestly. And then, like, it was just because their parents wanted money. Because it's like, if they must have been paying them a lot. Yeah, I didn't know about the documents either. That's fucked up. It's like, okay, I'm not like defending child predators here, don't like misconstrue anything I'm saying as that, but it's like all these rich people who are in charge of all this stuff are like hardcore child predators, and they're just like feeding us these little bits of like information of like little bits of child porn, you know? And normally it's so small, they like you don't even notice it, you know? Like the iCarly stuff and all of that stuff. But then I feel like this Balenciaga ad, they just put a little bit too much. And now they're getting called out for it. And it's like, I feel bad because I feel like they're making child predators. Like, if I was a kid and I grew up seeing that, I'd think it was normal, right? And then you grow to like it. Like, not saying that, you know, child predators are like victims or whatever, but I feel like some of them might kind of be, to be honest. Like, it's their fault if they act upon it, and, like, that's a different discussion, but even, like, the Shane Dawson stuff. Here's a hot take. The Shane Dawson stuff. Also, thanks to German Spy for the follow. I feel like he might have been influenced by those people, like those same people, right? And like half the shit he said and did, I think it was influenced by those people. You know? It's like, yeah, it's his fault, but it's also like, goddamn. So even I used to think like Shane Dawson stuff was okay. I used to think iCarly was okay. I used to think all those things were okay, but it's just like secretly fucked. Welcome. Oh, whose emotes are those? Let me see. Oh, these are so cute. Oh, there's a little tap emote. Mune. I'll have to check them out. I'll follow them. Sorry, I like checking out everyone's emotes. For the day when I have some. Yeah. Honestly, it's like people just aren't educated on like our culture and how it really just like fucks us. Like, I was listening to this one girl and she was talking about how white people don't have culture, right? And the reason white people don't have culture in many people's eyes is because the US specifically was like, oh, we talk about a lot of different things, but I'm talking about culture right now. The US has made it so that the culture to be white is to not have a culture, right? So it demonizes people with culture. So like braids, like ethnic foods, like all those things. It demonizes them, and it forces like people to not celebrate their history and their culture, and it erased any culture that we had, so that it's just this natural, blank, empty, neutral, this is how it is, and if you're not this way, you're bad. And I think that's honestly why so many like white people, myself included, like I love other cultures so much, and I have a lot of appreciation for other cultures, and I'm sure some of the things that I do often border on appropriation, but it's because all these rich white people like destroyed the culture that we did have to make this neutral culture that is supposed to be better for everybody. Yeah, and I feel like the reason we do it is because, you know, these people are telling us like it's good to not have culture. You don't want to do any of those things. You want to do what we rich white people do. And then we saw, with like the world opened up, and we saw like all these beautiful hairstyles and all of these beautiful foods and all of these beautiful things that we were always told was wrong, but it was being celebrated and appreciated. And so I think people just sometimes take it too far, and they're like, I want that, and that's all they think about. They're not thinking about like all of the bad things that they did, because that was like erased as part of the culture, you know. Though I will say, the popcorn bucket, the peppermint mocha, that is my culture. It is also my culture to eat tamales every Thanksgiving and every Christmas. And you buy the tamales from like the lady selling them out of her truck down the road. And that lady you give her the biggest tip because she's selling these tamales like super cheap. And she makes like 5,000 of them, and you better be at her car at exactly 6 a.m. So you're there early for when she gets there around 7:30. Because those tamales are the best tamales. Yeah, and I feel like it's just not talked about enough. You know, like, we have to strike, there has to be some balance between understanding and, like, being sensitive, but also allowing to, like, also still sharing things, right? Like, I used to live in Germany, and the guy next to me came from Jamaica, and he would always have mangoes and black pepper, like shit tons of black pepper. And like, I don't know what I would have done if he didn't share that to me, because it changes your life, honestly. But those people who are like kawaii baiting or like Asian fishing or black fishing or all of that stuff, that's so wrong. But I still think we should share it. And I think, honestly, a big part of moving forward is having, like, black communities, Asian communities, share it with us, like, white people. Like, take us to the barbecue, because I feel like that's a part of the process, too. Because so many people demonize, like, everything. Like, I used to have a white friend who, like, I told her about crack mac, and she, like, didn't understand. And she thought it was, like, actual crack. And, like, she was like, ew, that's disgusting. That's fucking gross. But it's, like, as someone who grew up around that stuff, you know? It's, like, I know that it's good and it should be celebrated. Yeah. Honestly, take me to the cookout. I want some crack mac. I want some crack mac and some fucking Kool-Aid. Like, straight up Kool-Aid. Like, gritty, grainy Kool-Aid. I want someone's tia to make me some enchiladas. Like, I'm starving over here. Or like actual like African food. Oh my god. Can we please bring that over here? Can we appreciate that more? I'm seeing it a lot more on TikTok, but like actual fucking African food, so good. Nah. No, okay, it's disgusting. Yeah, that Kool-Aid's fucking disgusting, and I'm pretty sure every person you ever ask it's disgusting. But like, when you're at the barbecue, you know? When you're at the barbecue and someone's grandma pulls up with some like overly sugared Kool-Aid, you drink it. You drink it and you appreciate it because it's good. And the good mac and cheese. Mm-hmm. And wings. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. I actually had this lady in Germany when I lived there, and she was from somewhere in England. She made the best wings, like the best wings. So fucking good. Or my tia, she had a maid when she lived in Mexico, and she would make cucumber water, and man, cucumber water, so good. Yes. Collard greens, Louisiana food. Like, I'm so glad I live close to there, because there are like so many people that just like aren't, like, haven't experienced it, you know? And like, it's just like with Chinese food. Like, if you eat real Chinese food, it is so different than like Panda Express, you know? So we need more places like that isn't just like a whitewashed version of it. See, all the people I used to visit, even when I went to my fiance's uncle, I went to his family reunion. They had Kool-Aid, man. It's a Texas thing. It's not a stereotype for sure, and I definitely don't expect it. But when it is there, it's so good. Or I used to go over to my friend's house when I was a little kid, and she was half. And her mom, whenever we'd play outside, she'd always make Kool-Aid for us, and it was so good. Or those little like barrel things, the little barrels. Those are so good. I mean, they taste like shit now as an adult, but when you're a little kid and it's like a hot summer day, hell yeah. Yeah, honestly, also with the watermelon thing here, honestly, it's my white family that always has watermelon. They always be bringing watermelon to shit. You should have some. It's a throwback. It is a throwback. It is a throwback. It's just like sweet tea here. You add a fucking gallon of sugar to that shit. You just add sugar to fucking everything here. A black culture in general, no, but the barbecues here, hell yeah. Even my white family brings fucking Kool-Aid. Or not Kool-Aid, sweet tea too. Sweet tea is another big one. Good night, good night. But I also live in like deep south. Yeah, it's bad here. Though Georgia tea, I don't know if you guys ever had like tea from Georgia. That shit will legit kill you over. Like, you might as well just get a bag of sugar and start drinking on it. That shit will kill you. It is so sugary. Here, it's bad. Here, okay, yeah, there's a lot of sugar in it, but when I visit my family in Georgia, I'm like, what the? And then my 91-year-old great-grandmother is like drinking the sugar, and I'm like, God damn, grandma, you about to pass the fuck out. Like, my grandma's about to have a heart attack from this Georgia sweet tea. It is good though. Let's not beat around the bush. It is really good. Just like yeah, it really is. And then my family, my family that lives down there, they own a peach farm. A little bit. Well, he actually works for Tyson Chicken Nuggets, which is kind of cool. But they have like a little peach orchard on their property, and so they'd always make homemade like peach ice cream and stuff. And they would add some peaches to their sweet tea, and it just made it even worse. It just yeah, I still drink it though because it goes good. Like, their sweet tea goes really good with their barbecue, because over there barbecue is different than like here. Here it's like savory, kind of like sweet, you know? Over there, their barbecue is like, in general, it's more like a vinegary, more like tangy. So like, you get the tanginess of the barbecue and the heart attack inducing sweet tea go good together. Yeah, bacon is just different. I think pork barbecue is inferior. As a Texan, I can say I like me a good steak, a good brisket, some fajita. Every once in a while, pulled pork is okay. But also, I don't like pork in general. I don't know. I feel like a lot of people are like that, though. I'm sorry. I'm almost done. I'm almost done. Then maybe I can figure out how to raid people. I don't actually know how to do that, so maybe we'll try that today. I don't know. But that is one good thing about Texas is the barbecue. It is really good. And the Mexican food is so good here. It's the closest you'll get. It's the closest you can get. God, you cooking dinner? Ooh, what are you making though? What are you eating? Is it good? Or are you just having like noodles? I think I might just have noodles tonight. Honestly, that's what I miss about living in Austin. So they have so many like little food trucks where you can get like the world's most bussin' taco for like $4. It's like 2 tacos just stuffed full, you know? But where I live now, it's like a bunch of old white people, so I say as a white person. It's just a bunch of old white people, so it's just like Church's Chicken and Chick-fil-A and chicken and chicken and chicken. Ooh. Yeah, but did you season it to your ancestors? Honestly, real Mexican food is just on a different level. Honestly, it's worth it. I say no to abuse, but if I had a Mexican girl and she was hitting on me and abusing me, if the food was good enough, I might just stay. I might just stay. Yeah, it's not worth it. You gotta get a girl like I say that as a girl that cannot cook. I mean, I do cook, but it's usually just like chicken. It's like seasoned chicken or like honey lemon chicken, or it's a lot of chicken. Sometimes I make steak though, or like tacos or enchiladas. Those are pretty good. I have this problem with my like ADHD. I cook everything on high. Like I turn everything like max. And like if it has instructions, I don't really follow the instructions. I just kind of like go by feel. And I don't ever burn anything. Like nothing ever gets burnt, but it's just never like cooked properly. You know, because there's a difference between a steak that you cook on high and a steak that you let, you know, properly sear and sizzle. Yeah, I failed on that one. My freaking fiance can only cook eggs. I'm sorry. But I can cook enough, it makes up for it, you know? Honestly, if you can cook, you can get any girl. No cap. As long as you know how to make some good chicken, You know how to make some steak on the date night. You got your side staples. That's all you need. Oh, and pancakes. You gotta know how to make pancakes or waffles. You gotta pick one. Do that and you'll be a girl magnet. Or just do what I do and watch Gordon Ramsay tutorials on YouTube. Ooh, single. You have a bachelor pad? Man, I wish. We have a roommate. It sucks. He's a fucking... He's a little baby. I'm like his mommy. And not in like a dummy mommy way, because he doesn't pay me. Well, I guess... I mean, he gives me rent, so I guess maybe a little, but... I do miss being a bachelor. Having my own apartment. But I'd rather have it with my fiance. Cause he gets me water. Cause this is how it works, guys. There's a gamer and there's the person who doesn't game but like provides, you know? My parents are the same. Except opposite. My mom burns everything and my dad my dad can cook. Yeah, like for me, it's like I'll be playing games and I'm like, babe, can you give me some water? And he's like, alright, bet. There's always the water getter and there's the gamer. And you both can't be super serious gamers. There's always someone who's less serious. Yeah, there's always a simp, and there's there's a mommy, and there's a simp. And I don't mean mommy like mommy. It could be a male mommy. That's what you need. So if you want to be the simp, you gotta find yourself a gamer. If you're a gamer and you like don't drink enough water and you're like struggling, you need to find yourself a simp. Yeah, like you can still play games, but like if you're playing a multiplayer game next to each other and she's like, babe, I need some water. You better log out. You better log out. You better tell your friends, I'll be back in 5. Because that's the true determiner. Just like we have a friend, they actually stream. It's Peachy Queen. It's Peachy and Jack. And whenever Peachy's hungry, Jack's a simp. He'll go. He goes. And we accept it. We accept the grind. Hell yeah. I mean, as long as she's dedicated, yeah. Now, if she's just like if my fiance came up to me and was like, hey, I want to do streaming full time, I'd be like, alright, bet. But you better be grinding. I better see you grinding. Better not just be sitting there playing League of Legends. Not even streaming it. Like I do. But I have a 9 to 5, so it's all okay. Yeah, like, you don't have to stream every day, but I better see you online. Alright. We are done. Oh. Alright, we are done now. Well, not done, but I'll probably work on this off stream a lot. Yeah. Those are... See, I'm a pick-me, so can't relate. That's what I found out about myself. I'm a pick-me girl. I'm not like the other girls. I can't really have any girlfriends. I only hang out with the homies. Maybe that's what you need. You just need to find a pick-me. Yeah, I think it's looking pretty good. Let's see, you can watch the video just for purposes. Look at this. Looks so bad. Yeah, clothing girls, you gotta be a certain type of man to... certain type of person. So they're, it's a heavy investment. Those are the kind of girls that'll be like, hey, if you don't give me my fucking water, I'm just gonna go out and party and get someone better than you. Alright, I need to stop. Okay. Find the will to stop. Edward. Okay. I'm putting my pencil down. It's in the holder. It's away. Alright. That is it for me for today. Probably stream again tomorrow around the same time. After that, though, probably just on the weekends. But you never know. I stream pretty randomly. I don't have a schedule because I'm not consistent. But I hope all of you guys, that is how that's supposed to go, enjoyed our deep discussion and had a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun. Especially, it helps a lot when you guys engage, you know, get a lot of chats and stuff. And it's fun. I like learning about other people, you know? And talking about myself, because I am the best. Just kidding. But I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye. Hope you have a great night, morning, day, tomorrow. Bye.